Jo's contract of employment states that she is employed in Glasgow. When her employer tells her that she has to work in London, some 500 miles away, Jo immediately resigns. So let's just be clear on what's happening here. Jo's place of employment, which is Glasgow, is in her contract of employment. And therefore, when her employer tells her that she's having to work in London, London is not nearby, it's 500 miles away. So this constitutes a change in the contractual terms. Now, Jo immediately resigns. Which of the following may this be considered an example of? What sort of dismissal? Well, the first thing to note is that the employer has not directly actioned the dismissal. As a result of that, we can eliminate two of these options. Unfair dismissal is when an employer dismisses an employee for an unfair reason. And that could include things like dismissal for pregnancy, maternity, jury service. Those are examples of things that would be automatically unfair reasons for dismissal. But that's obviously not happened here. Summary dismissal is when an employer dismisses an employee without notice for a serious breach of contract. So, for example, gross professional misconduct could result in summary dismissal. The employee is dismissed without notice because what they have done is so serious, so bad, there is no reasonable grounds to give notice. So again, that hasn't happened here. That leaves us with constructive dismissal. There are two dimensions to constructive dismissal. Firstly, that the employer commits a serious breach of contract, and secondly, that the employee leaves as a result of the contract. So, did the employer commit a serious breach of contract? Well, moving your place of employment 500 miles would reasonably be described as a serious breach of contract. Did the employee leave as a result of the breach? The key word here is immediately. In other words, if Jo had continued to work for a number of weeks and then resigned, that would not be constructive dismissal. The situation here, we can see she has clearly left as a result of the breach. Therefore, we would be looking here at constructive dismissal.